Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, it's the first Sunday of the new year, 2026. With us today is Tom DiNapoli, the 54th Comptroller of the State of New York. And, we almost had $50,000 on the Dow Jones, Comptroller DiNapoli. Oh, I can call you Tom. I know you so long.
Absolutely.
And how's the pension fund doing?
Well, the state pension fund's doing real well. We were up to, at the end of the last quarter, over $290 billion, a record high. We don't have the final numbers yet for December 31st since that date just passed. But, the market's held up, and we have a diversified portfolio. We don't just depend on the stock market. So I'm confident that for our New York State retirees, they can rest assured that their pensions are going to be there. And look, we're concerned about where this economy is headed. We're concerned about global issues, but I think we're well positioned to weather any storm that may come. So I know you've been predicting 60,000 on the Dow. Let's see if it hits that. But
I pray. It helps all our 401k plans, and if President Trump's projections are right, it has a good possibility because. What's down? The gas prices are down, except California.
Right.
And the interest rates are coming down, and he's bringing in a lot of companies are coming back to do in the United States, which is
but there is still that issue. John, we rely on some of these big companies that are tied very much with artificial intelligence, AI. A lot of talk that is that going to be a bubble like we had with the dot-com bubble, over 20 years ago. I hope not. Remains to be seen. But AI is changing the world, not just from an investment perspective, but it's going to mean big changes in the workplace. A lot of concern about, will it mean displacing people, less employment opportunities, or on the opposite, will it create new job opportunities? And then how will we get people to have the right kind of training, education to fill those new jobs that are being created? So we're living in a very dynamic time, that's for sure.
A lot of moving parts. It's the best way I think you can say it.
A lot of moving parts, yeah, absolutely.
Now, $290 billion in the pension fund, is that the highest it's ever been?
Yeah, that's the highest it's been. And also I should point out, we're also paying out a record amount. We paid out last year over $16 billion in benefits. So as much money as we're making coming in, the payouts are getting larger, right? More people are retiring at a higher salary level, so their pensions are higher. And the good news, John, everybody's going to live to 95 or 100. What that means for us, though, is when we do the calculations for how we fund the pension, we have to assume a longer payout period. So that's why we're very careful about managing the money, but also making sure we keep the plan well funded. So good news is we're all going to live a lot longer. Challenge for me as trustee of the pension fund, I have to make sure we have enough money to pay there for everybody living to 95 and beyond.
Well, we'll let the next generation worry about it.
Well, we got to make some of those decisions now, though. So that becomes important. But people are also working longer. Hey, John, this past holiday week, you gave everybody off, but you were on. I mean, every time I turned on ABC, you were on. You were covering for everybody. So you're an example of how people keep working hard no matter what. And people don't retire like they used to, and you're a prime example of that, my friend.
Yeah, well, I can't believe how old I am, and I can't believe I'm still working 7 days a week. But
you also started a new career. I got to see, thanks to you, Marty Supreme on the first night, and you know what? I think you'll be getting other cast calls. You were terrific. It's a great movie. My friends have started to see it now. Everybody's raving about it, and you competed with Timothy Chalamet and Gwen Paltrow for being a noted actor in that great movie. So congratulations on that next new career that you've got.
Well, thank you so much, and it was a fun movie to make, and I even got paid. I can't believe, you know what I told my friends? I told them that it's my first movie, and I started at the top because it's the top movie of the season. So, I started on the top instead of starting on the bottom.
Well, I'm sure that extra $1,000 is making a difference for you.
That's it. I got paid. And I'm a member of SAG now.
Oh, that's good. Hey, now you got to be pro-union, John.
I am. I've always been pro-union.
Actually, I have some good friends in the UFCW, RWDSU that represents some of your employees, and they always speak very highly of you as an employer. So I know that's true.
Well, thank you. And now we got a new mayor coming in.
Yep.
And the word around town is, I had this Citizens Budget Commission on before, and the word around town is he's going to be short on the budget, and I guess he either has to borrow from the governor, Hochul, or he either has to borrow from Trump. I mean, what do you think is happening?
Well, there are a couple things. I mean, first of all, there are out-year budget gaps. The state has it also, but the city as well. And, what has kept the city's budget afloat is the fact that tax revenue has been coming in higher than projected. Let's hope that trend continues. That may reduce some of the gaps that are there. But I think the challenge that the new mayor has is he's got some very ambitious plans that are going to require more spending. Child care, particularly, trying to deal with the housing issue, that part of that whole affordability agenda. So I do think you will see him looking to Albany, perhaps to Washington as well, for more support. Albany, we're going to have our own challenges there because we've got our own budget gaps. But again, those budget gaps seem to be narrowing because as long as the economy is doing as well as it is, as we've talked about in your show before, John, our tax revenues keep coming in higher than projected, despite all the gloom and doom that some people say. So what's going to happen in Albany? The governor will present her budget later this month, and I'm sure the mayor will come up with his ask for the legislature and the governor. It'll be part of the negotiations. Whether or not there'll be tax increases, that's another issue. Keep in mind, for New York City, they can't raise any taxes without support of the legislature and the governor, except for the property tax. But anything on income tax or corporate requires the legislature and the governor to approve it. That'll be part of the give and take of the legislative process. So I think a lot's still to be determined. Let's see what the plans are. I'm hoping for a cooperative relationship between New York City and New York State. We need New York City to succeed. We need New York State to succeed.
I agree with you. And Tom DiNapoli, Comptroller of the State of New York. How many years have you been there right now, Comptroller? 100 years?
Not 100. Feels like not 100, but we'll say 18. It's been a good run, and I hope the run will continue.
Well, Tom DiNapoli, have a happy new year, and let's have a healthy new year for both of us. And God bless you, and God bless our New York, and God bless our country. Thank you so much.
John, thanks for all you do. Happy, healthy new year.
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.